Caleb Porter's starting 11. Liam Ridgewell and Vitas still unavailable with injuries that held them out last week. An 18-year-old Marco Farfan, a late scratch because of the stomach flu. So Zarek Valentin gets his first start of the season at left back.
Well, I highlight the attack, but the back four for the Timbers in 2 matches has been very solid. Roy Miller debuted last week against LA Galaxy, teamed up nicely with Olam. Those two in front, Diego Chara, David Guzman, another partnership that has hit the ground running. The 3 in front of them, well, their job is to provide for that big number 9, Fernando Wadi, who has hit this start of the season in nice form.
Houston Dynamo, coached by Wilmer Cabrera, first-year head coach down in Houston. This is their starting 11. That attack, the front 3 have been scary the first 2 matches.
They've been hurting teams. Seattle Sounders first week, Columbus Crew last week. They've been scoring goals. The big thing tonight for me, Jake, is that 3 behind them. How is that midfield 3 going to be able to protect that back 4 when those 3 go looking for goals? You look along the back line of Houston Dynamo as well. 3 new faces to the 4. DeMarcus Beasley, the only returning player in that back 4 line from last season.
2 teams unbeaten, untied to start the season, and we're underway. The Portland Timbers and the Houston Dynamo. Both these teams have been aggressive to start the year. The Timbers coming forward. Valeri, Adi, back to Valeri. Early chance for the Timbers. Valeri puts it wide.
To do the dirty work, but then his ability to get forward, and you just look at the space that's opened up. Timbers get in behind that midfield 3 of Houston Dynamo. What a chance this is.
Was the head coach of Rio Grande Valley, the USL affiliate of Houston last year. Now a chance for Houston. Kyoto cutting it back. Still maybe there for Houston. Shouts for a handball, not given. It is a torrid start to the match. Timbers not out of danger yet. Elise just wide.
But going down 1 and Alvis Powell, what a vital touch it was on Kyoto. But the ball still stays around the area, and it's still threatening for the Timbers. Elise, he decides to take it on himself.
Elise lost it. Here comes Nagbe. The speed from Darlington Nagbe. Wide to Valeri. Has Adi in the middle. Blanco as well. Looking for Adi on the back post. Derek came up. He spilled it. But it's cleared by Houston. Roy Miller. His first match as a Timber at Providence Park. Blanco does very well to bring it down and win the first corner kick of the match. Blanco to take. On the ground to Valeri. Back to Blanco. This appears to be from the training ground. Near post, Powell. Couldn't direct it on goal. It may have gone off Adi, his teammate. Picks out Alex. He has room in the midfield. Kyoto. Alex. Sent into the box. Gleason punches it clear. Nagbe there in the midfield. Oh, look at the control from Darlington Nagbe. Back out wide to Chara.
Just see all the interchanging. Timbers players are going everywhere. They're having a look up to see where the movement is going to be off another player to complement them.
Big switch from Valeri, finds Powell with room to cross. Slipped, now gets it into the box. Headed clear by Beasley. Now here comes Houston. They love to counter quickly. They're doing it here.
That's great awareness from Kubo Torres.
Elise has Torres, and Kyoto tries to go around Valentin. Alan Chapman thought about it for a moment, then calls the foul, and Houston will have a dangerous free kick. It will be Torres. He slipped and forced a diving save still out of Jake Gleason. Timbers put the ball back into play quickly. Blanco on the right. Took a deflection. It's a handball. It's a penalty kick for the Timbers in the 10th minute.
Blanco just gets it out of his feet. He's looking to pick it into the area. And you just look at Beasley. He puts his arms up to the side. He turns his back. I think that's the correct call. He is inside the area. He's made himself bigger.
Here we go. Right down the middle. Valeri opens the scoring. 1-0 Timbers.
You run the risk. The referee's made the correct decision, and Diego Valeri makes no mistake about this. He sends Derek the other way, and he blasts it.
Kyoto to Marcus Beasley. Gets around Guzman. Picks out Alex. Alex a drive over the bar. Chara Right side, Blanco. Elvis Powell whipped to the back post, actually kind of floated. It's easy for Derek.
Hate as a center back to have to go into these areas, to these spots. You want to stay on that line as much as possible.
I think if you hate as a center back, you probably hate going up against Fernando Adi as well. A back heel in the box. Cabrera has certainly learned how to unlock Cubo Torres. And it's happened again this season. Elise on the back post. Knocked it down. Kyoto, now Beasley, draws a foul. Kyoto going for goal. Gleason does very well to catch, hang on to that ball, not give up a rebound.
Well, he's gone for it. Kyoto has decided to take it on himself. So he couldn't quite get it into that top bin that he was hoping for, but it's part of those gaps. Foreman, Jake, the wide men for Houston, Kyoto, and at least they don't like to defend. They don't like to come back past their halfway line into the defending half.
Juan David Cabezas took it away, and David Guzman forced to bring down Eric Torres. It will be the first card of the match.
Well, it's Houston Dynamo, they win the ball.
Beasley blocks the clearance from Powell. Cuts back inside. Picks out Torres. Now Alex. Shot took a deflection. Gleason got down, and Valentin sweeps it to safety. 3 assists already this year. Now taking the corner. Easy for Gleason. Juan David Cabezas is remained down in the Timbers' defensive penalty area.
Well, what type of player is Elvis Powell? Do you have a dig at him, or do you put your arm around him?
You definitely put your arm around him. You know, you want to make sure he's staying in tune with the game, and you want to make sure that you know, he's staying positive out there. He's you know, a great young talent, and you always want to make sure you got your arm around him.
Been impressed with Elvis Powell's maturity this year, this season so far. His defending, I think, has always been the strong point to his game, but going forward as well, his crossing ability has improved.
Adi, Timbers holding on to the ball, and Houston's attacking third. Now Guzman. Looked like he wanted to get it to Powell on the right. Instead, it's back to Chara. Now they pick out Elvis Powell. Whipped into the area. Leonardo got it clear. Steps up, wins it again. Here comes Houston. Clark with Elise on the right, just out of his path. Another corner kick coming, second of the match for Houston. Albert Elise. Ends up with Alex. To the back post. Elise a header. Just wide into the side netting.
Best way should have been coming back towards goal, as the angle was always going to be difficult for him. Nice bit of skill from Alex here. Maybe gets a bit too much underneath it, but he does find Elise at the back stick. But again, there's very little for him to hit.
Kyoto into Torres. He went down. It's just outside of the box. Yellow card shown to Roy Miller.
Just as Kyoto is looking to just spin it around the corner, as he goes in, there looks very little in terms of contact. Torres is just backing into Miller. You see, it doesn't get there, and it's more a case of Torres having to stretch for it. Does that left leg catch Torres?
It will be Torres takes a deflection and goes over. And Alan Chapman, I believe, has pointed to the penalty spot. I don't think anybody in the stands has realized it yet, Ross, but he's calling a handball for the second time tonight. This time it goes against Portland, and Houston will have a chance to level from 12 yards away.
Just as it comes in here, Torres having a strike on. See Diego Chara, he does put his arm up, does put his elbow up, whether it's to protect himself, but still, It does contact his arm as he lifts it up, and you can see it's the correct call. It's a good call from Alan Chapman.
Gleason gets the right way, but Torres powered it past the Portland keeper.
Kubo Torres, no mistake about it. He picks his spot. Gleason, he guesses the correct way, but Kubo Torres gets his 3rd goal of the season.
Valeri to take, chips it to the back post. Adi's run was impeded by Leonardo.
You can see how compact they are. Almost every single Dynamo player is on the other side of the pitch. If the Timbers can get the ball at the feet and have that one big ball, there's areas.
Guzman into Valeri. He couldn't quite handle it. Would have been very difficult for him to do so. Roy Miller got one earlier as well. Nagby into the box. Adi couldn't bring it down. Blanco on the back post. Cuts it back across. Oh, it was so dangerous. Nobody could get on the end of it. Oh, almost a huge mess from Houston. It's a corner kick for Portland. Blanco. Derek strong off his line. He dealt with it well, though, did Houston. And Kyoto's got a ton of room on the left side if Elise can find him. Elise instead is going to go 1-on-3. Oh, he picks out Kyoto. Houston, just like that, takes the lead 2-1 before halftime.
And we get that taste of how the Dynamo can transition from defense into the attack. It's a good flick on from Kubo Torres, but this pace from Elise, but this pass is top notch. He finds Kyoto at the back stick. Was worked so well from them.
Maybe one last push forward for Portland. De La Garza tried to play it off Valentin. Ended up coming back off De La Garza. Won't matter. That's it for the first half. You agreed with both of them, Ross. We're underway now, second half. Houston with a 2-1 lead. Elise. Clark wins it, comes forward in a foot race with Valentin. Shoulder to shoulder. Valentin wins it. Nagby. Now Valeri. Out wide to Blanco. This is better from Portland. Blanco. Dangerous ball, took a deflection. Nagby went rising up for it, just over his head. Blanco, another chance to a cross maybe. Still Blanco, and he wins the first corner kick of the second half. Blanco, near post. Torres wins a defensive header. Chara into Adi. Machado steps up to win it. Timbers get it back. Chara goes down. Valeri over it. Chipped into the box. Came off Machado. It fell dangerously. Nobody there, though, for Portland. Houston normally concedes possession. Second half, they're just sitting back. Blanco. Powell is forward in a foot race with Beasley. Powell gets there. It took a deflection, and it was headed clear by Machado. How do you break that down, the two lines of four?
You talk about the pace, the accuracy, the movement, creativeness, all those elements the Timbers do possess. It's got to go up.
Maybe it's this here. Guzman. Still Guzman. Now Chara from distance off the crossbar and over.
As the Timbers, we talk about that pace of play. Into Adi, out to Valeri, and as the Timbers are just trying to find their way to get a shot out.
Still Nagby. Takes a deflection. Nagby cuts inside on Clark, finds Valeri. Valeri into Adi. Adi got stuck under his feet. Still there for Portland. Valentin's cross. Valeri! We are level!
As they find the gaps, they go outside, but that movement, that pace and that quality we talked about, it opens up things. Now it's not the best of touches from Adi. He wants to take it onto his stride, but he still has the hold-up play. But this ball from Valentin is point perfect.
Blanco. Valeri. Into Blanco. Beasley broke it up. Not clear yet. Guzman. Nagby. Guzman! David Guzman gives the Timbers the lead!
And still have the presence to be able to do something with the ball. As the Timbers get into a good attacking area, they continue with the possession. Nagby, he's coming from the wide area. He stays centrally, and just as The ball finally drops to him. You can see he spins around, and that's awareness. That's not by any luck. He's not just trying to get a foot in it. He's recognized the run coming off from Guzman. And that is sensational, that pass. And then the composure from Guzman to flick it over top and then to tuck it in. Great bit of work. The Dynamo were having a difficult time keeping up with him on the dribble, and the Timbers again finding openings.
They might not be done. Chara, Adi! Heavy touch, still there!
He just listed enough to carry it over into Adi's path, but credit to the tallman because he doesn't go to ground. How many times do you see a striker go into ground there, just waiting for the contact? But he shifts it, but it takes him too wide. It's too heavy a touch.
Here's Valeri, looking for Adi. Strong header by Machado. It's Blanco, trying it from distance, just wide. Derek reacted late. Torres, now Alex. Kyoto. Houston take advantage.
Yeah, he was trying to knock it off Kyoto for a throw-in. Didn't come off.
Boniek Garcia. Fancy footwork. Gets it to Andrew Wenger, who gives it away. Nagbe closes down that space so quickly to intercept, and then cuts around Cabezas with ease. It's a 4-on-3. Here's Valeri into the path of Adi. It's Adi. It's saved by Derek, keeping Houston in this match.
As he comes in, the Timbers, they have numbers up. It's just about finding the right pass. Valeri, he puts it into Fernando Adi, but how quickly Derek has come off his line.
One time it was Leonardo sliding back to close up an open goal, and then Derek big off his line. Cabezas wins it in the midfield. Here's Alex. Wide to Kyoto.
He wanted that slipped in, didn't he, Kyoto? He wanted to run onto it.
Beasley. Olam breaks it up, starts the break. Cabezas. Andrew Wenger. Valentin hits it off Wenger. It's a Timbers throw. Guzman.
Just have to still be aware of the number 9, Torres. So while you're in possession, but for Miller and Olam to make sure, right, if we lose it, what's our first point of action? What are we doing?
2-on-1 here on the left. Valentin to Nagbe. Nagbe leaves for Valentin. De La Garza slides in. It will be a Timbers throw. Pressure from Diego Chara forces Houston to go back to midfield. Trying to break down the Timbers defensively. You just mentioned this. This isn't the way Houston wants to play.
You can see so many numbers for the Dynamo trying to get themselves forward.
Kyoto through to Alex. He wasn't able to control it. Miller picks out Guzman. Through to Adi and a foot race with Derek. Adi gets around Derek, who's off his line. Still there for Adi! It's 4!
Have to be thinking, that should just about do it. But it's the initial pass from Miller into the midfield, and then Fernando Adi getting sprung in. And from there, the composure, he's looking for options. He's looking to find his space, and Derek is scrambling. He comes out initially, and he throws Fernando Adi off. He does well not to bring Adi down here, because Derek, he'd be in trouble, but Adi, he stays with it until he can find his moment and find that side netting. And he does so well to what you have to think, put this game out of reach.
7th straight home match with a goal for Fernando Adi, going back to last year and still putting in defensive work in the 90th minute. Getting that free kick clear. Gleason off his line. He wanted to go quick, Jake Gleason. He wants a 5th, I think.
You never feel safe just with the attack-minded players that they have.
Here's a threat with Alex. It was blocked by Powell. Houston not laying down yet. 2 minutes of stoppage time, a minimum of 2 minutes. Miller flicked it on. It will be a Houston throw.
But I tell you, Jake, this Houston team, they're going to hurt a few teams this year. They're going to put up a few numbers on clubs with what they can do in front of goal.
That is it. The perfect start continues for the Portland Timbers. Down a goal at halftime. They come back to beat Houston 4-2 and stay atop Major League Soccer.